Hi, today I'm going to show you how to take a color book and turn it into a paper piecing similar to what you see from the Cricut cartridges. We've had a lot of discussion on the Yahoo groups about creating and making or whether they should buy a Cricut machine and buy the cartridges or not. And I wanted to just show you some options that you can do as you're making those decisions. I'm just going to go ahead and show you the Mickey Mouse font here. I go over here to cartridge sample so you can see what's on this particular Mickey Mouse and friends. You can see there's a lot of really adorable and very cute images. But you don't have to buy the cartridges and invest extra money if you don't want to, because you can totally and completely do this in your software that you have already. To do that, first we're going to do is go and what I do is I just Google free coloring book pages, and what I did is I went through and I found a really fun Mickey Mouse. I could have used any one of these ones, but I'm going to use this one because it's a good simple lines to be able to show you to get you started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it and I'm going to make it larger. Now I can do one of two things at this point. I can right mouse click on it and I can save my image and save it to my desktop if I want to, and then just import it into my program. But what I'm planning on doing this time is going to right mouse click on it, and I want to copy that image, and I'm going to copy it right into my software. So I'm going to go ahead and click paste. So I copied it and pasted it right into here. Now what I need to do is I need to take this from a picture or photo and turn it into a cutting file. So I need to trace it or vector it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Auto Trace. It's going to go ahead and it's going to bring me up a window that looks like this. Now before I do the actual vectorization, I'm going to go ahead and detect intensity so I can make sure I've got some good, nice lines. So what I'm going to do is click on this box that looks like it's got a window pane with colors on it, and I'm just going to click with my mouse button on the Mickey, and you can see he's right here, and I'm looking at it and it actually looks pretty good. Okay, but I am going to add a little bit of a darker line because I just want to make sure that that line is nice and dark and that I can have a nice smooth vectorization. So I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And now what I'm going to do is go up to my vectorization tool, go ahead and click on that. You can see I've got my magic wand. I come down, click on Mickey, and it's going to go ahead and auto trace or auto vectorize it. Go ahead and get rid of this window now. You can see Mickey is all ready to be able to be cut out. Well, I'm going to show you how to take it from this point and go ahead and make it so that you can actually create a Mickey. What we're going to do is I'm going to select just the inside pieces of Mickey by putting a box around him, and notice how I'm not quite getting his tail all in. That's allowing me to select just the inside pieces. So I'm going to release my mouse button and let me move it off just to show you I've got just the inside pieces. I'm going to undo and put those pieces back where they're supposed to be because I want to actually get an exact copy of those or duplicate them. To do that, I can either click Alt-D on my keyboard, which is a hotkey, or I can go up to the word Edit and down to Duplicate. You can also see this is where the Alt-D is. Same thing. Click on that, and now I've got an exact copy. I know it doesn't look like you can see that there, but if you just go ahead and you move it off, I've got an exact copy of that here. I want to go and reselect those inside pieces again. Okay? So I've got just the inside pieces once again, and this time I want to turn them into dashed lines. So let me go ahead and dash those lines. As I'm looking at Mickey, I can see that I need to have this piece actually cut out, as well as this piece right here, and one small piece down here. So all I want to do is go and click on those lines and turn them back into a solid line by just clicking on the solid pin line. And I will show you the reason that I am doing this. Just one moment. Okay, so now I've got Mickey all ready to be cut out. This is just the black piece or the background. And you're going to notice how I have him all dashed in here. Okay, you can see that he's dashed, and the reason that I have him dashed at this point is because you want to be able to have a piece that cuts out that will look like this. Now you're going to note that on that piece that there were dashed lines, and you want to be able to make sure that those are on the piece because that's what's going to help you place your other pieces. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're just going to change our line colors. Well, remember here earlier when I changed these line colors into solid lines, I have them up here and I'm not going to need them, so I can just select them and delete them. So those are all done. The next thing I need to do is change my line colors so that I can apply them, so when I go to cut things out that I can do one line color at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and select just my shoes. I want to go ahead and make them be a lime line color. It really doesn't matter. I'm actually going to use yellow paper, but I'm going to go over and click over here on my green line, but this time I'm going to right mouse click on it because I just want to change my line color. So right mouse click on that. Then I'm going to go ahead and select these pieces right here because I want them to be white. I'm going to cut it out because I'm going to want it to be white. Well, I need to change that line color so that when I put my white paper in, I'll be able to do that. So I'm going to right mouse click on the color red. It really doesn't matter. I just need it to be a different line color. So I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to go ahead and come over here and select these pieces as well. I need to have this one inside button here as well because those are all going to be done in white. Now I'm going to go ahead and continue all the way through and do this with all of the different Mickey Mouse pieces. And then after I get that done, I will select just the pieces that need to be cut. I'm going to come over here to my copy button, click on that, and then I'm going to go ahead and put it into a new page and paste. Now I want to go ahead, and I'm just going to minimize this because I've already done the separating out. But now what I'm going to want to do is I want to go ahead and separate all my pieces out and my lines out. And by using my mouse button, I can click in the different places on the ruler and get myself line guides. And these line guides match up to my mat. So now I can go ahead and put my pieces of paper on my mat the same way that they are lined up here on the screen, and now I can cut them all out at one time. After I've cut them all out, I'm going to go ahead and be able to put Mickey together just by following the lines that I had with like the green piece, or the yellow shoe. I can put it over here, and I'm just going to go ahead and click it over here. I'm going to show you right there. Just glue it there. Also, you can see that I'm doing it here on this piece of paper here. And I'll just continue doing that all the rest of the way through until it is complete.